Sawadika. So it is week number 25. 25 Sundays. We are already giving massage. 30 minutes giving, 30 minutes receiving massage. So we are and Nicole, if you don't know us yet. And if it's your first time, great. If you come here already for 25 weeks, even greater. If it's your first time, you can come again next week. Also great. And you can come again next week to do this, because the idea why we do this is that you can give your partner every Sunday at 8 o'clock a massage, once a week at least, 30 minutes giving, 30 minutes receiving. So all the time the same. Yeah, let's start.
Let's do it.
Shall I go first?
Yes.
Okay. So, one of you need to lie down like this. So, the other one is going to sit on the knees. So I'm going to sit in between my partner's ankles on my knees. And then you're going to stay 30 minutes lying down. And after 30 minutes, we switch. We do the same massage. Every week the same sequence. So if it goes too fast in the beginning, don't worry. If you come next week, it's better. It's like riding a bike. Every time, it's more easy. Okay, we place our hands like that in the white cone. And we relax ourselves. Just check in. Close your eyes and check in with yourself. How do you feel today? How is the back of your back? In the lower back. Relax your lower back. Relax the middle of the back. Relax the shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your wrists. Relax your hand. Relax the back of the neck. Your throat. Relax your facial muscles, your jaw. Relax your tongue, and most important, relax your mind. Try to focus on giving the best massage you've ever given, even though it's your first time maybe. And now we focus on our breathing. So we breathe out in 4 counts. 4, 2, 1. And we breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we keep this relaxation breathing, deep breathing throughout the whole massage. So let's open the eyes, warm the hands, and place the hands above the feet. Now we're going to palm press. Press and roll open. We go to the middle of the feet, press and roll open. We go to the toes, press and roll open. We go back to the middle and the beginning. Now we're going to work one leg at a time. One side, other side, middle foot, the toes, we go back to the middle, and the beginning, We're going to walk on the calves, the beginning of the calves, the middle, and the end. We don't press on the shin bone. Now, the tip of the fingers on the top of the knee, the heel of the hand below, we don't press on patella itself. So we just press on the tip of the fingers, the heel of the hand, and you make circles. We go up with our body weight. And we walk in 3 steps on the upper leg, yeah? Not on the knee all the way up. And 2 steps down. Really use body weight, super nice. Focus on the whole hand. Now, tip of the fingers on the top of the knee, heel of the hand below. And then we walk back. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. 1, and then we palm press one side, other side, the toes, we go towards the toes, 3 steps up and 2 steps down, middle, and the beginning. Now we're going to work with the thumbs. So we don't work with the tip, with the ball of the thumb. Fingers on the top of the foot, you slide over the ball of the foot and you just press 2 thumbs at the same time, somewhere on the sole of the feet. We go to the middle of the foot or somewhere else, just above the heel, anywhere. We just do 6 times, pressing with the thumbs forward, lean in, forward. And after that, we're going to do again palm press. One side, other side, middle foot, the toes, we go back to the middle, and the beginning. Now the top of the feet up, thumbs inside, lean back on the top of the feet. We go to the middle of the top of the feet. Lean in a little bit harder. Then we go on the toes. We lean all the way in. Look at the face of your partner. If they're still relaxed, it's good. If you're blinking the eyes, it's maybe too hard. We go back. So we keep in meditation stage, you know. You don't have to talk to your partner all the time. Just watch, feel, do it. Observe. And then we palm press again. On the feet opening. So it's already hot here today in the Netherlands, so maybe the feet are becoming more hot as well. After that, we're going to work on one leg at a time. So I'm taking the right hand leg, placing the foot next to the knee. I'm going to change myself. We're going to work with the hands in the butterfly position and then above the knee 3 times up. On the upper leg, use your body weight all the way down. 3 times up. And 2 times down. 3 times up and 2 times down. Now we open the leg. We sit next to the straight leg. Now the outside foot is going to touch in the inside of the knee. Both hands on the feet. And you just move forward. Knee towards armpit. Pull back. Maybe you can sit closer a bit if you feel like. If you think your partner needs to have a little bit more flexibility. 3 times all the way up. Now we're going to work on the hamstring harder. So the outside foot underneath, toes towards the knee. Other foot is going to press on the hamstring. Really strong. Lock leg. So my right leg is locking. I go to the middle, quite strong. And it's also nice if you roll a bit. Well, not so nice for the receiver, but very therapeutic. And then go back. Beginning. After that really hard press, we're just gonna palm press with the palms of the feet up and down. Now we're gonna sit in the knees, place the foot down a bit, place the knee up and then place your knees on top of the foot of your partner. Hands interlaced, not on the knee, slide down, press and rotate. Middle, press and rotate. Press and rotate. Press and rotate and press and rotate. Now we relax. We're going to place the hands again in this way and we're going to do ice picking. So not on the middle of the board, just a little bit lower. Press really deep, press really deep. We go to the middle, really deep. It's quite strong for the thumbs, but really strong for the receiver. And then back to the middle and the beginning. And then we relax. Now we're going to go work on the calf muscle. So we keep the hands like that. The more you cup, the more heavy it is for the receiver. You lean back. 1, 2 in the middle. 3 below. 2 in the middle. And then up. And then we have the hands interlaced behind. And we squeeze the heel of the hand together and we go forward. Middle. Squeeze the heel of the hand and go forward. Down. Squeeze the heel of the hand, go forward. Go back to the middle. And under the knee. And then we relax. Knee to chest is next. So I place the foot up. Foot in my groin. My foot next to the hip. Hand on the knee, other hand on the straight leg. 10% straight leg, 90% forward. 1, 2 more times. 2 and 3. Now twist it. Hand of the knee goes to hamstring. Other hand cups the heel. 1. 50-50. Press down to the sternum and try to straighten the leg to the opposite shoulder. 3 times. Now we're going to place the knee down, other knee up. Place the foot of your partner on the top of your leg. It looks like this. You cannot see, but I'll show you now. I'm going to place my hand under the heel and the big toe is going to be under my forearm. Now we lean 3 times. This is only 10%. 2, lean, everything of your body weight is on the big toe. And then we do knee to chest, foot to butt, change your position. 1, 2, 50-50, and 3. Then straighten the leg, put your hand under the knee, so the knee will not overstretch, and under the knee you do this. And then we go to the other side. First we place the foot to the knee. Then we move to the other side of our partner. Then we place our belly above the knee. Hands in butterfly. And we just press, lean in. 1. Then the middle. 2. The end. 3. And 2. Back. After that, we're going to place the foot out a bit. So now the knee is 90 degrees. We're going to do open groin. Same. Hands on the legs, on the feet. Press, put the foot forward, the outside. Foot forward. Try to place the knee towards the armpit. 2 and 3. Outside leg underneath the hamstring. And then the right foot is going to be in the hamstring. Pressing a lot. Press. Lock the leg with the other foot. 3 and 2 back down. Really strong. After that, we place the foot back and we just walk up and down. Place the foot back a bit. Place the knee up. Sit on your knees and try to sit with your knees on the top of the foot of your receiver, your partner. Place the hands interlaced. Squeeze the heel of the hand together and make a circle. Do the same in the middle. At the end, go back to the middle and the beginning. And now, hands interlaced still, thumbs towards each other. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Relax. I'm going to go to the calf. Hands like that. Cup more if you want. And the nails are next to each other. 1, 2, 3, back to 2, and 1. Now interlace the hands behind the calf muscle. You squeeze and go forward. Middle and down. We go up in the middle and then just under the knee and relax again. Knee to chest. Foot in the groin. Hold your hand on the knee. Other hand on the straight leg. 10% on the straight leg. 90 forward. Try to increase the flexibility of your partner. 3 times. Twist tip. Hand of the knee goes to the hamstring. Other hand goes on the foot. Press on the hamstring. Try to straighten the leg to the opposite shoulder. 3 times. 2 and 3. Now, knee down, other knee up. Straight the leg. Place the foot on your thigh. Place the big toe underneath the forearm and lean in for 3 times. 2 and 3. Knee to chest, foot to butt. 1, 2, 3. Place the foot straight. Underneath I do this. Shake, shake, shake. And now turn to the belly. So our partner turns to the belly and we're going to be sitting in between the ankles. In between the ankles. So we walk first on the feet. Palm walk on the feet 3 times. And then we're going to walk with the fingers towards the head. 3 times on the calf. 3 times on the calf. Skip the knee. We never press on the back of the knee. Skip the knee. 3 times on the hamstring. Really nice to use your whole body weight. Look, I'm using all my body weight. Walk back in 2 steps. Skip the knee again. And walk down on the calf. And we're going to do the same, but with the thumb. But we don't press the top, we press with the ball of the thumb. Try to find the Achilles tendon first. Then press on it. Press towards the mat or towards the Achilles tendon. Now we make an imaginary line all the way until the sitting bone. So you follow and thumb press, walk one by one on the calf muscle. Skip 3 fingers from the knee. We never press on the back of the knee. So we skip, we walk on the hamstring up, on the hamstring up, all the way up, and then down, up, down. We skip the knee again, all the way down. And then we palm press walking up, palm press walking up, skip the back of the knee, and then we're going to work on the back. So now we change our position. Now our partner is in between the legs and we see where the spine is. We never want to press on the spine. One hand on one side, one hand on the other side. And we never want to press on the spine. One time. Now we press in the lower part, middle part, on the scapula, and then walk down. So we never want to press on the spine. Be sure you're not pressing on the spine. Now we're going to do the same, but then with the thumbs. Feel where the spine is, both thumbs on one side, either side of the spine, and then we just do with 2 thumbs at the same time. We walk up, so you make steps, about 5 centimeters from each other, and you jump, you lean in, you don't have to do anything else with your thumbs. Just leaning in is like you're crawling, so you lean in the thumb. I always like to have the shoulders above the wrist, so I change position. We go until the top corner of the scapula, and then we thumb press walk back down. We never want to press the spine. We thumb press walk down. We don't press the spine, near the spine, not on the spine. Once we're all the way down, we place the hands again in butterfly. We're going to change ourselves in between our partner. Place the knees down. Now we press and then we go to the middle, a little bit higher, and then on the shoulders. If now the arms of your partner are not down like Manel's arms, then you place them down. If they're down, you place them a little bit bent, and then you walk 3 steps on the upper arm. You skip the elbows, we don't press on the elbows, and you press 3 times on the lower arm. Now we press hands on hands to stretch. Then we hold each other's wrist and we go up to the ceiling. You look to the ceiling, both of you look to the ceiling, and down. The second time we go up, we pull one side, we pull the other side, and we go one time up and down. And then we walk up over the lower arm 3 times, skipping the elbow, and then 3 times upper arm, walking down. And we go up, and then we walk on the hamstring, skipping the knee, and we go down. After that, we palm press on the feet 3 times, and then we use our knuckles. So we place the knuckles down and you press 3 times on the sole of the feet. And then you ask your partner to turn on the back. And they do. Then we place feet up. Be careful your back. Then we stretch a bit, then we bend them. Place the feet underneath your knees. Hold each other's wrist. Pick up your partner and then bend a lot with the knees, very nice. And then walk down. Walk behind your partner. Your partner is now sitting cross-legged. And then place your partner straight. Then we press the trapezius down next to the neck, a little bit wider for 2, and a little bit wider for 3. We don't want to do too wide. We don't want to press on this part. Now we go back for 2 and 1. Now we're going to do with the thumbs. Place the thumbs 4 fingers from the collarbone. 4 fingers. A little bit wider and a little bit wider. And then we go back down, middle, and next to the neck. Then again, palm press. 1, a little bit wider for 2, a little bit wider for 3. We go back to 2 and 1. So yes. After that, we're going to do this, and then we're almost there to change, but not yet. Now we're going to work on the neck. So we place the neck down. We're going to work with the hands interlaced. Thumbs next to C7, and we're going to walk up, not too much to the side, really close to the vertebrae. So you press the thumbs together. You don't want to press with the rest of the fingers the head down. Just keep the head how they are. So now, all the way to the skull and then down. All the way to the skull and then down. And once we're down at C7, you go up again. All the way up until you are at the skull. Place the head of your partner up and now just mess up the hair. Do shampoo, very easy but very nice to do. You don't want to have messy hair?
No, thank you.
And then we're going to chop. So you place the hands together, you have to have the wrists relaxed, the fingers free, and you're going to place the chopping with the pinky fingers, not with the side. So now you start next to the neck, you go out, in, only halfway next to between the spine and the scapula, we go the other side, out, in, only halfway, and up, and then we relax either side. And then we're going to do 5 times down in the head, like we do always. And then you can say the mantra, if you come here already 25 times like we do, you know what to do. And now, thank you, we're going to change.
Yes.
Let me drink some water. Best part.
Okay, let's do it. So we are here in the knees, between the feet, and then we start with the wide crew. Then warm up your hands, your heart, and then we start. We place hands on the level of the joint of the feet, and then we push the feet forward 3 steps going out. The first step below the joint, second step is at the middle arch, third step at the joint of the big toe, back to the middle arch, and back to the joint, below the joint. Then we do one by one the feet, 1 foot at a time. So we do the 3 steps, rocking the feet forward, out, and then in, back to the joint. When you reach at the starting point, now we hold the rhythm and we press with the side of the hand to the heel of the feet, and we go up along the calf muscle beside the tibia. The pressure is deep to the calf muscle until below the knee. Then we get the fingertip to the area above patella, 2 fingers beside. Then you apply pressure down to the tissue, and then you do circles under the pressure. Then we get up and we press down on the quadriceps with the palms, 3 steps going up to the top of the leg, and then we reverse all the steps down. So we get 2 steps down to 3 or 4 fingers above the knee, fingertip press on the tissue around patella and circles, and then we get down along the calf all the way down to the heel into 3 or 4 steps, and then we do 3 steps out on the feet, 3 points to the joint of the big toe, and then back to the joint of the feet. Now we need to hold on the rhythm, and we need to press with the thumbs, fingers on the top of the foot, you support, and then you can apply 6 times pressure to this tissue of the sole. So we can go different locations, freestyle, you can do everywhere you like, but not on the same point 2 times. So we want to do different locations. And then after 6 time, then we do again palm press walking on the feet, out and in. 1, 2, 3, out, and then 2, 1, in. Then we get the feet up. We get hands on the top of the foot, below the joint, and then we push down to stretch, not too hard, close to the joint. Then we get the hands on the middle top of the foot, and then we do medium hard. You need to hold the pressure always some seconds. Then we get to the toes and we stretch down hard. Then we get back near close to the joint, to the middle, median. And then to the starting point, close to the joint, and then we do not too hard. Open the feet one by one, and then we do the 3 steps walking, out and in, rocking the structure of the feet forward, out to the joint, and then in to the other joint. Now we need to get the leg, so we need to do one leg at a time. We can start with the right hand side leg. First, you need to bend the leg with the foot close to the knee at the same level. Then you move yourself front of the knee, hands on this position, we call it butterfly, and then 3 or 4 fingers from the knee, we just push down 5 seconds each time, slowly and deep, not fast. Fast is not nice. And then we prefer to take the Tai Chi rhythm, this rhythm, that is not too fast and not too slow. Too slow is also boring. Then we get back to the center and we open the leg into 90 degrees. Then we sit in the butt between the legs, and then we get one leg to support the straight leg on the mat and the outside foot close by to the bent leg foot. From the behind the knee, we push the knee up to the shoulder and we hold hard 5 seconds. Then we reduce the tension on the leg, and again we slowly push. We don't need to run, we can do it slowly, and we hold. We need to hold. If you don't hold, then less happen. When we hold, more happen, and then we do a 3rd time and we hold. And then we reduce the pressure on the leg. We leave leg still in 90 and then we sit behind. Now the foot that was pushing gets below, and the inside foot apply pressure into the tissue of the hamstring. So first pressure close to the knee joint, and then we hold. Then we get to the middle, press in and hold. Then slowly we get to the 3rd, press and hold. Then we get back to the middle, press and hold. And then we get to the starting point, pressure in, and then you hold 5 seconds. Then you get the feet on the area of the hamstring, and we do a walking with the feet, joint to joint, from the knee to the upper part, and then down back to the knee. Then we leave the foot on the mat, and we get up into the knees, so we change position on the floor. We get the knees now on the top of the foot, hands interlock fingers, and we use the heel of the hand to apply pressure in, and then we do a circle under the pressure. First point, 3 fingers from the knee, 2nd point in the center between joints, and the 3rd we do at the top of the leg. Then we get back to the middle, press in and a circle, and then we get to 3 or 4 fingers from the knee, and then we do the last one. Then we use the thumbs to press pressure in just below the level of the bone. So we do a bit below level. We apply only pressure in 5 seconds. Then we get to the middle between joints and we apply pressure in. Then we get to the top of the leg, press in. Then we get back to the middle. And then finally to the starting point. Then we relax. Now we get the fingertip in the center line of the calf, and then we pull back 3 steps. First step is on the head of the calf. Then we get a bit below, and then we do the 2nd time pulling from the center line of the calf, and then we get a bit more down to the Achilles tendon. Then we get back to the middle, and then we get back to the top of the calf. Then next on the calf, we interlock fingers and we use the heel of the hand to press in to the tissue, and then you push out of the bones, tibia and fibula. So we first apply pressure in, and under the pressure we push. First at the head of the calf, second time we do at the middle, between the joint and the tendon. Then we get to the tendon, press and push, back to the middle, and then back to the head of the calf, and then we relax. Now we use the outside hand to push the knee forward of the bent leg, and now we go up into half knee with the same side leg. So we push forward and then we go up into half knee. The foot is close to the head, to the side of the foot, her foot on the groin, outside hand on the knee, inside hand on the straight leg, and then we support and we push forward, knee to the sternum, and we hold 5 seconds. Then we reduce the tension and we repeat again. We push knee to chest and we hold 5 seconds. Then we reduce the tension on the leg, and then we go again, push and hold, and then release. The hand of the knee gets to the hamstring, and then the inside hand cups on the heel. So we push knee to the center chest, and foot we push up to the opposite shoulder. Then we reduce the tension on the leg, and we repeat again, knee to chest, and foot to the opposite shoulder. 5 seconds, then we release the tension out, and slowly we push knee to chest, and foot to the opposite shoulder, up and to the opposite shoulder. So when you finish the third time, you need to get one knee that is up, down, then you rotate to your partner, and then the knee down gets up, so you can leave the leg straight in the top of your leg. The outside hand cups the heel, and the forearm push on the toes to stretch on the calf. So we do that 3 times, 5 seconds. Deep pushing with the forearm on the toe level, so we can stretch on the calf. And after 3 times, we change the knees, the knee up, get down, the knee down gets up, and then we change hands again on the leg. One is in the top of the knee, pushing down the knee to the chest, and another one is on the top of the foot, pushing down the top of the foot to the butt. We repeat 3 times, slowly and deep, some seconds each time, and then we leave the leg down, we shake behind the knee, and we keep moving. So we need to go back to the center, we need to bend the leg at 45 degrees, foot is at the level of the knee, change your position, hands on butterfly, and then slowly we push down 5 times. First 1, 2, 3 going up, all the way until below the joint, and then 2 times more to go down to the starting point. Then we need to go back to the center, and from the center we use the outside hand to open the leg 90 degrees, and we sit between the legs, so we need to sit on the mat. Then we get the outside foot behind the knee, and then we push the knee up to the shoulder. We lock leg under the tension straight, and then we reduce. Now we go again. We push hard and we hold under the pressure, and then release, and then we go again. Not fast, but like this, slowly, and then we release. Now we sit behind, the foot that push gets below, and the inside foot apply pressure in. First pressure close to the tendons that cross the joint of the knee. Second pressure in the middle, between joints and tendons. Third pressure goes below the joint of the upper leg, press in and hold. Then we get back to the middle, and then finally to 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Then we get the feet on the area of the hamstring, and we do a walking from knee joint to the upper joint, up and down. Then we leave foot on the mat, and we change position to the knees, and we raise the leg up. So here we lock with the knees on the top of the foot, interlock your fingers, and give pressure nutcracker to the upper leg. Pressure in, and a circle under the pressure. In the middle, on the top of the leg, back to the middle, and back to 3 or 4 fingers above the knee. Then we use the thumbs to apply now the level of pressure a bit below, and now only pressure in, and then you hold 5 seconds. Then we get a bit below, between joints, and then we get to the top of the leg, pressure in, only pressure in, and then you hold, back to 2, and back to 1. Then we relax. Now we need to get the fingertip in the center line of behind the calf, and now we pull back 3 steps. First at the head of the calf, second in the middle, third at the level of the Achilles tendon, and then we get back to the middle, and then we get to the starting point, head of the calf. And then we interlock fingers and we press and push the tissue out of the bones of the calf. So we press and push, 1, press and push to the middle, press and push above the Achilles, back to the middle, and back to the head of the calf. And then we relax. Now we use the outside hand to push the knee forward, and we go up into half knee. So, hand is at the knee, inside hand on the quadriceps, and now we slowly push the knee to the center chest, and then we hold 5 seconds. Then we go again, slowly you push, and you hold 5 seconds. Release out the tension, and now we go again, we push with the groin on the foot, the knee to the center chest. Second exercise, we get the knee of the hand of the knee on the hamstring, and the inside hand cups the heel. So now with the outside hand we push knee to the center chest, and with the inside hand we push the foot to the opposite shoulder. Then we reduce the tension. Now we go again, knee to chest, foot to the opposite shoulder, and then we release the tension. And the third time, knee to chest, foot to the shoulder. After the third time, we need to change the knees. So the knee up gets down, the knee down gets up, and we lift the leg at 45-degree angle straight to the top of your leg. Hand cups the heel, forearm on the toe level, and you push the toes to stretch on the calf. 3 times, 5 seconds, deep, slowly, and then 3. After the third time, we change the knees. The knee up gets down, the knee down gets up, and then we change hands on the leg, knee to chest, foot to butt. So you get hand on the top of the knee to push to the chest, hand on the top of the foot to push down the foot to the butt. 50-50, 3 times. And after the third time, we just straighten the leg down and we shake. Now we change PTO. Please turn over, so they need to change to prone position. We get ourselves on between the feet, and then we start walking, palm press on the sole. You do 3 steps on each foot, 1 foot at a time. Then we jump to the calf, and we do palm press on the calf 3 steps until 3 fingers below the knee joint. Don't press behind the knee, so we jump to 3 fingers above the knee, beside the knee, and then we press until the crease of the butt 3 steps, and we reverse 2 steps, jump on the knee, down to the feet, 3 steps. Then we use the thumbs, fingers supporting the thumb on the outside of the leg, and the thumb start pressure to the Achilles tendon, and we just need to follow the line of the tendon. Applying pressure down to the center top line, we do small steps until 3 fingers below the knee. We jump the knee, we never do the knee, pressure to the knee, and then we do 3 fingers from above the knee, pressure down to the center line until the crease of the butt, and then we go down. So we go up and down all the way until we get at 3 fingers above the knee, and we do 3 fingers below the knee. We never press the knee. So we go walking into the Achilles tendon, and then we use the palms to press on the calf, palm press walking, 3 steps up to 3 fingers below the knee. We jump the knee, we never press there, and we go all the way to the crease of the butt. At the crease of the butt, we need to change position. One knee gets down on the mat on one side, half knee goes out into the other side, and then we get to the low back. We press beside the spine, beside above the hip. First pressure down is at the low back, second pressure at the middle back, third pressure below scapula, and the fourth pressure on the top of the scapula. And then we do a walking down the steps until the low back. And then we stretch again on the low back. So now we get the thumbs on the sacrum and we want to press both sides beside the bone of the spine. So you need to press down just beside the bone, short steps, starting at the sacrum, going up all the way until thoracic 1. The pressure is beside the bone of the spine. So all the way up until this cervical 7, the first cervical from thoracic 1, and then we do the pressure walking, thumb press walking down all the way to the sacrum, all the way down until the bone in the end of the spine. Then we get a hands-on butterfly on the low back and we push down to stretch thoracolumbar and we get inside with the feet between the legs. The knees get on the crease of the butt and we want to start with one press butterfly, same before, 4 steps, low back, middle back, below scapula and scapula. And from scapula we can walk out 2 or 3 steps to the shoulder, from the shoulder 3 steps to the elbow, and we jump on the elbow and we do 3 steps to the line of the wrist, and then when we are at the wrist we get on the wrist, they get our wrist, and we pull them up to do the cobra, stretch first and release. Second time we do halfway, then we pull one arm, we pull the other arm, then we go up, look to the ceiling, and then down the arms, and then we do a palm press walking all the way from the line of the wrist to the elbow, from the elbow to the shoulder, from the shoulder we get down to the low back, and at the low back we do again the palm press butterfly and we get down with the knees between the legs, and then we continue the palm press on the legs down to the sole, and on the sole we will get with the knuckles press walking 1 foot at a time, 3 steps on each foot, and then we change. PTO. Then we place the feet together, legs straight, and then we pull some seconds and then we go up. Legs straight at 90 degrees from the body, we hold, and then we push the knees, we place feet below the knees, and then give me your hand, get my wrist, and then you go up, push and pull, and then we let them on sitting position. Here we place them straight. And the first, we want to press with the heel of the hands, fingers behind, to avoid any pressure to collarbone. And we start at the crease of the neck, 3 steps going out, short step, pressure down to the trapezius, 1, 2, 3 until 2/3 of the shoulder, and then 2, 1 until the starting point. First with the palms, then we use the thumbs to press down, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, thumb press the line of the shoulder, not close to the collarbone. We need to be out beside 4 fingers, so check this out, to don't press close by to the collarbone. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and then we do again palm press, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. This is palm press, thumb press, palm press, and then we get down, We massage the shoulder many times. Scapula, shoulder, and then we place the head down to do the ice picking on the area of the neck. So just don't forget, we never press the muscles of the neck, we want to press the tissue close to the cervical. So we can start at C7, and the pressure is going into the cervical. So the pressure never goes to the muscles of the neck, but goes close to the cervical. We need to press on the tissue that attaches the muscle to the bone. Cervical, pressure, direction to cervical. So we do 4 steps going up, 4 steps going down, and again 4 steps going up. And when you reach on the scalp, then we place the head up, and then we do the head massage shampoo many times. And after the shampoo, we can do the chop. Hands together, fingers open, and then we impact with the small finger to the tissue of the shoulder and between the scapula and the spine. First one side, and then the other side. Then we do circles. And then we rush with palms down on the back. Na-a, na-wa, roka, payati, minasanti. Yes, cup.
So, I want to relax and sleep.
Yes, this happened.
I hope you feel the same as I do. So we did already 25 weeks. No?
Yes.
Next
yes.
week we have a world record, I think.
Yes. Well, world record? What is the world record?
Half a year massaging each other.
Oh.
I think nobody in the world has ever given their husband or wife every Sunday 6 months massage.
This is, here we are, to show that it's possible, right? It is possible. The only thing is that it's difficult at the beginning, no? Because we always have things better to do, especially on those things that we never prioritized before. Did you ever prioritize massage every week?
No.
Nobody did.
That's why next week, 8 o'clock, put a cross in your agenda. We do.
This is
and then we will be there.
And it's not even 1 hour. Today we did in 42 minutes. The 2 rounds.
I don't know.
Yes, I know. I checked with the watch, and I'm telling you, you don't need 1 hour. You just need to know and be aware of the massage. Is one of the greatest things to have a time of recovering. The body heals things when you are relaxed. When you are stressed, the body don't heal anything. Therefore, body heals anything when you are relaxed. And massage greatest benefit is that give us time to recover from problems. Before I had headache, now I don't have headache after this massage.
Oh,
so my body responds to the massage and my headache disappears. This is how it works. You need to
I need to sleep. I'm so relaxed. I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
I just want to relax.
Yeah, sure,
I feel
relax.
super.
No, you are relaxed already, actually.
Yeah,
No?
I
You
feel
want to
amazing. So I want to just say bye, everybody, so I can
bye.
relax.
Yes, this is true. Let the people relax. No, it's not.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I hope to see you next week.
Sawadika.
I just want to sleep. Oh, so nice.